there's a lot more mentions of hair and the hair industry, beauty shops, barber shops. There's a lot more mentions of that throughout history, pop culture, um, theater, literature than I think a lot of us realize. And in this series of shorts, I want to begin highlighting some of those things and bringing them to your attention. The first one is one that I don't think a lot of people know about, and it's a movie on Netflix called A Cut Above. So in this movie set, produced, written in Brazil, this movie kind of reminds me of like the 80s style main protagonist has to save an institution from like the big bad. Our protagonist, Richardson, really finds himself really endeavoring to save his mom's or his family's beauty shop from being shut down. It's a traditional shop. It was a neighborhood shop. The bigger, fancier ones have popped up. It just so happens that the bigger, fancier one was a former employee. So there's those sort of like entanglements, but it's this kind of like lighthearted, goofy movie of this kid not only setting out to save the neighborhood shop, but also finding himself in the process. So it's really a coming of age story. But the thing that I really liked about this movie, it's kind of goofy. The acting is what I would call like a different style. It's a little bit more theatrical, but there are some magical realism elements to it. It definitely sort of has that hero's journey story arc, but they handle the everyday integration of social media and going viral and that sort of thing. They handle that in a different way than a lot of movies I've seen recently have. I've seen a lot of movies and TV shows try to integrate people's use of cell phones and text messaging and social media. They try to integrate it in a way that comes off as fake. It's not well done. And in this particular case, I thought they did a really good job of it. The tone of the way they integrated uh, social media into the movie matched the tone of the movie. It felt really natural. It didn't feel forced. I thought that was like really well done by the movie makers. As with pretty much any movie that delves into a particular subculture, like honestly, the hair portions are not realistic. There's actually some really cool. There's some pretty cool hair, some cool barbering in this, um, but the techniques and the timetables and stuff clearly as an expert watching the movie, you have to suspend disbelief and appreciate the highlight on your industry rather than looking at it as a tutorial of this is how things are done. Because if you know, you know. But it was still a fun movie. I would honestly recommend it to anybody who doesn't mind watching a movie with subtitles and wants a glimpse into like a little bit of like non-Hollywood style filmmaking. So it has that indie feel, like I said, fun, sort of a melodramatic slice of life look into like Brazilian culture. Do we want to give stars? Do we give cheers, combs? I don't know. Let me know in the comments how I should rate these movies. But if it's a scale of 1 to 5, honestly, I give it 5. Like I can forgive its misses. I really think that this movie gives back to hair culture and contributes to it. Does not put our business in necessarily in a poor or unrealistic light. And so for that reason, I give it 5 of whatever scale we decide on. So check it out. A Cut Above. Go watch it and let me know what you think.